Welcome
to
Those Two Chicks with a podcast. I'm Jordan.
I'm Emma.
And we have short hair.
We do.
We're those two short-haired chicks with a
podcast.
Is that weird? That sounds really lame. I don't know. Sorry. I think that was my mom and me making a really, really, really lame joke.
I understand.
You know.
But we got short hair now.
We're
do. Ready
and
for
it,
summer.
It feels good though.
It does.
It took me 2 seconds. I mean, I didn't really do my hair, but versus just putting it in a bun every day.
Yeah, this is me just waking up.
Yeah.
And I feel like.
Yeah, it looks cute.
Thank you.
You're
but
welcome.
also it dries pretty quick.
Dries so much faster. It feels so much thicker, which I like because my hair was straw at the end. And yeah, it's
I'm liking
easier.
it. And it's supposed to be really hot this week.
I know.
And I don't even care. But I
will
say.
I don't even care.
My long hair, we'd be crying.
I would care. It's true. When I was doing my bridal parties this weekend, I do get hot with my hair. I usually have to put it up and I'll get a little sweaty. Even though I'm not even moving. I don't know what's going on with me. I just get nervous. But I didn't at all this weekend.
Yeah. I don't have to put my hair up all the time.
My hair's not hanging all over my face and shit. So how was your week?
It was good. It was busy, but it was good.
Well, I have a podcast recommendation. Okay.
Ours?
Well, always. No. Oh, okay. So it's called Ghosted by Roz Hernandez.
Oh.
It's new to the Exactly Right network, which is my favorite murders network. It's not a new podcast, though. She's been doing it for 4 years, I think. Oh. And it's so good. It's all paranormal, but it's very funny.
Ooh.
Roz is a transgendered woman. She was a drag queen. It's very she has very RuPaul energy.
Okay.
She does EVPs, but she calls it EV please. You know? Awesome. Very RuPaul.
Wait, what is this podcast called?
Ghosted by Roz Hernandez.
All right,
and she has comedians, famous people. She loves the show Celebrity Ghost Stories.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And she had the creator on her show. I just listened to those. Yeah, it was part 1 and part 2. So good. So she interviews people and talks to them about their ghost stories.
Okay.
And then she has her section called EV Please, where she plays these EVPs and has them guess what they're saying, but she'll throw something so fucking random in there and hilarious. It's good. You guys need to listen to it. It's something, if you love the little spooky stuff but don't want to get too scared, because I get scared very easily. But
can I listen to it on Spotify?
yes, anywhere you can
awesome.
listen to it. But Spotify.
Most places are now, but you gotta ask. Because sometimes I've looked up.
Sometimes
and where
they're
are they?
Wondery too. Some people will have some stuff specifically on there. Because there's a paywall, but
Right.
No, she's everywhere, and she's fucking hilarious. And I just found it maybe middle of last week, and I can't stop listening to her podcast. So,
all right,
1000% recommend.
Today
Yeah.
on my way to work.
Okay.
Split it up.
I was like, huh? Okay. Well, so we're gonna start the show with something a little different.
I hate it.
I'm so sick to my stomach. Okay,
I'm
show your
looking at
plates. We're trying it. Look at that. So I told, look at it on that side. It looks like a little split weenie. I can't. It makes me sick, you guys. We're a little late to the trend, but we're doing it.
Yeah, we talked about it. So I guess we can't.
We have to follow through
until we try it.
And try it. I forgot I didn't get the peppers, but I was going to do. I saw this one guy do a spoof on it, and he had Swiss cake rolls, and I was going to bring them. I had them. I bought them when we got groceries, but I literally the thought of it was making me gag.
Yeah.
And also, I'm really bad with hot dogs right now because Lincoln just threw out hot dogs two nights ago. Oh. But I brought a hot dog.
Yeah, we didn't do chicken sausage.
No, we're doing.
We know who we are.
An Aldi hot dog.
We have hot dogs.
I don't like mustard.
I
hate mustard. I love cottage cheese.
Love cottage cheese. Don't like mustard unless it's in things.
You know when you start to feel a little sick to your stomach and your mouth gets really watery? That's where I'm at right now.
I feel like we should do the carrot.
Okay. All right.
Carrot and mustard?
We have to do it like they do it. Carrot with cottage cheese and mustard. Okay, ready? We have to do it at the same time. Okay. I'm trying to get more cottage cheese on it. Ready?
Wait, how much mustard do you get?
I kind of have a lot.
You do.
Sorry.
Okay, maybe I should add
Ew,
some
it
more.
stinks. I hate mustard.
I know. Okay,
It
think about the cottage
smells.
cheese, though.
Okay,
Okay, ready?
I have a hair on mine. Emma. Where's the paper towel?
You grabbed it.
Where'd I put it?
Oh, it's right here.
Where?
This wasn't very good.
I couldn't get the hair out.
Yeah, that's really...
That just made it so much worse. It's probably my own hair, but...
Yeah.
0 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it a 1 because you wanna know why? I just mostly tasted carrot.
Yeah, I think I put way too much mustard on it. So I'm going to try my carrot one more time just with the cottage cheese.
Yeah.
Now that...
That's not bad.
I really don't mind.
Mm-mm. I wouldn't do it. Like,
I wouldn't just eat it, but that one I really don't mind.
no. The mustard was a little weird.
But did you try your carrot with just cottage cheese?
Yeah.
I kind of liked that.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I wouldn't do it. Like, on a normal day, like, I'm gonna go get some carrots and cottage cheese.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't gravitate
feel
towards
that.
that, but...
Okay. Celery.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
This one I'm kind of worried about.
Celery with cottage cheese and mustard. You got to crunch right by your mic because
Okay.
that's how they do it.
Okay, ready? Oh my god. It's the mustard.
It's the mustard.
I'm like, why does it taste like that?
It's so sour. I spit. If you can see that on the camera, I'm gonna slow-mo that spit.
Okay. I feel like this should be in a vase.
Would do better in a vase.
All right, we should do cottage cheese and celery.
At first, I wasn't minding it because I could just taste the celery, and then I hit the mustard.
That's the part.
And
That's
it made
weird.
it sour.
That doesn't need to happen.
It's like wet and chunky.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
Hey. All right.
Okay.
Hot dog.
I didn't even see you pick it up, so I just looked up and I just saw hot dog.
Oh, I got a
Not
lot
just
of
a hot
it.
dog, but a lukewarm hot dog.
It is a little. It's a little warm.
Okay.
We're setting up stuff. Probably should have kept that in consideration.
Yeah, I don't know.
This looks disgusting.
I just can't get over how much it looks like a limp dick.
I'm hoping it goes okay because mustard is on hot dogs a lot. All right.
Okay.
Ready?
Hot dog with cottage cheese and mustard. What do you think?
Why?
I don't mind that one that much. I don't mind that one that much.
I don't like the cottage cheese on the hot dog. I think it was a weird texture.
It's all a weird texture. You look like you're tearing up over
A
there.
little bit.
I'm gonna cleanse my palate with some celery.
Oh yeah.
Without cottage cheese and mustard.
Mm-hmm.
And the people, when they chew, they're literally like,
Yeah.
I hate it.
I do too.
I love celery, but
I wouldn't do this. But I get it.
my
Because
mouth has like a certain aftertaste in it right now.
yeah, that's what I don't like.
And I don't know.
I think
like,
it's is it the mustard?
It reminds me of a certain dish, but I don't know what it is.
I think I get the trend because they're obviously doing very healthier foods.
Mm-hmm.
And cottage cheese is very low in calorie but high in protein. And
Love
mustard
cottage
is
cheese.
0 calories.
Yeah.
And most condiments aren't. Like you think like mayo or ketchup or something like that, it's so much like sugar and
Yeah.
So I bet, like, mustard because...
I would go with sugar-free barbecue sauce over fucking mustard.
I know. Like, just something.
Yeah. I love cottage cheese, though.
And barbecue sauce.
And listen, I'm so happy cottage cheese is having its moment.
Me too.
Because who got me into cottage cheese?
Carrot stuck in my teeth.
I know. I have little celery hairs in my teeth. There's this girl. If I can think of her name by the time you edit the episode, I'm going to send you, because I think she still posts really good recipes. She lost a ton of weight. Mm-hmm. Her husband was actually stationed at Lejeune around the time my husband was. Oh. And she's an influencer. And she lost tons of weight. And she would mix cottage cheese and she would make like a breakfast bowl with like eggs, turkey bacon.
I do that.
It's so good.
It's so good.
To this day, like I found it probably like 4 or 5 years ago, my favorite breakfast. My fave. And now people are really getting on the cottage cheese train, and they're making like that pizza cottage cheese bowl.
Yep.
Have not tried it, but
and
it looks
taco
fucking delicious.
I tried the taco one. It was very good.
Yeah, love cottage cheese. That's definitely not it, though.
No, that's not it. No. They should probably listen to the TikToker that you know.
People.
Right.
Yeah, like the more like put it in some hash browns or something.
Yeah, that's probably better.
But cottage cheese, great.
Very
mustard,
good.
Not good. My husband loves Dijon mustard.
Get out, Lucas.
Fucking go away.
Gross.
Sick!
That's actually really gross.
It's so sick.
I'm not kidding.
And he loves like honey mustard.
What's wrong with him?
I don't know. I also don't really like honey flavored things though, so I think that's like wrong.
Oh.
Like I hate like honey chicken, like a honey flavored.
Oh, I don't mind that. It has to be done right though.
Sick. I don't like sweet with meat. I don't like sweet meat.
Or salty.
I like my meat salty.
Okay. Do you want to do a fun fact?
Sure. Fun facts with Emma.
Welcome to Fun Facts with Emma.
Thank you.
I am your host,
Emma.
I should just change my name.
Yay!
All right. So, on to cottage cheese.
Love.
Fun fact today is the history of cottage cheese.
Yay!
So,
one day I left my milk out and you're like, you stole my fun fact! What the hell?
Damn you!
Shut the fuck up, Jordan!
Just like chuck everything and leave.
You throw your not half-eaten hot dog right at my face with mustard on it.
Make sure it's mustard
Yeah.
on it. This
It
one burns.
Ooh.
Okay, so back in the Mesopotamian times, they made a sour salty cheese that dates back to the 3rd century BC.
That sounds delicious.
I know.
It's cottage cheese.
It is.
Yeah.
The story goes that a desert traveler discovered it accidentally after filling like sheep saddlebags with milk before setting out on a journey. And they made cottage cheese.
That makes me sick.
Yeah, I bet it was not very good. But like, I love that. Like, of course, someone has to realize milk spoils and curdles.
Yeah.
So why is it called cottage cheese?
I don't know.
The cottage part in the name is probably for the fact that this type of cheese was made a lot in the country homes.
Oh,
because milk was easier to get.
I feel like you should live in a cottage. I feel like you give me cottagecore vibes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I would love to live in a cottage.
I feel like
that would be my
that's
dream.
Your thing.
But I want internet.
In a Wi-Fi cottage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not like I'm on my phone all the time.
No, but you need to see your recipe to bake your bread.
Exactly.
Yeah. Or make your cottage cheese.
Right. Like, I don't know. I just don't want to live without internet.
Yeah,
That's not my thing.
I understand.
Yeah. So this cheese is also very easy to make compared to other cheeses because it requires much less processing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I think is why it's also so cheap too.
That makes sense.
Like cottage cheese is a healthy food, but it's also a budget food if you ever think about it. Like it's not one of those like
you can't afford the mozzarella, throw your cottage cheese in it.
Yeah.
It'll melt.
Yeah, it will. But some people believe that cottage cheese was originally from France. So I don't really know where cottage cheese comes from.
I could see that being like a French thing.
Yeah.
They're
but
gross.
It was specifically documented until 1831 in the U.S. The cottage cheese market peaked at its start of the 70s with Americans consuming approximately 5 pounds of the food each year.
I could see that, though. Like, that was, like, a staple.
It was.
It's still, like old people, when they go get breakfast, they always get cottage cheese.
They love cottage cheese. And I think that's where I've always loved cottage cheese, and that, like, wasn't cool when I was younger.
No. That's what I'm saying. Even, like, when I found that recipe, that's why I'm so happy cottage cheese is having her moment, girl. She's shining.
I know. And there's so many people that's like, you know what? I got made fun of because I liked cottage cheese.
Yeah!
Now you're all eating cottage cheese. Like, go away.
Lucas still thinks I'm disgusting because I love cottage cheese.
I don't think Jordan likes cottage cheese either. I should ask him.
We need to slip it into their dinner.
Yeah.
And when they're like, oh my God, this is delicious.
Well,
I
did make eggs, like scrambled eggs with cottage cheese, and I had Jordan take a bite, and he's like, that's actually good. Like, because it tastes like cheese and eggs. It's not like... It's
literally like a cheese. Like, it almost reminds me of mozzarella, I feel like. It's just like different texture.
And I said, like, if you don't like have like ricotta...
Oh, yeah.
For lasagna.
I hate
your
ricotta.
lasagna. You can use cottage cheese.
I can't with ricotta.
Oh, you don't like it?
I hate it.
Why?
Don't know what it is. Because it's almost like drier than cottage cheese, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's a dry, crumbly kind of thing to me. And it's, I don't know.
It's wet.
It's wet?
Yeah. Are you thinking of feta?
No, I'm thinking of ricotta in a lasagna. But isn't it less wet than cottage cheese?
Oh, it might be. I don't know.
I feel like it's drier than cottage cheese.
It's very, like, mixed
But you know what I'm thinking is maybe it just feels dry to me when I have a lasagna. Like when it's baked. Because I've never like ate ricotta cheese like raw. Or like, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't think I have either.
Not in something.
I sometimes feel like I like feta cheese, and then sometimes I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I don't
like, I get
maybe
over
it's the
feta.
moment. What do you think about blue cheese?
Ugh.
Sick!
Ew.
So sick.
Anyone that eats blue cheese,
you're wrong.
Go
Lucas
away.
loves blue cheese.
What is wrong with your husband?
I feel like he only no. I was gonna say he likes certain things, but I think he just likes blue cheese.
I think there's something wrong with him.
I know. He's fucking weird.
Likes mustard and
He's
blue
opened
cheese?
me up to a lot of different food, though. Like, he's
Yeah.
very adventurous with food, and a lot of it is good. Can't get down with that shit.
No.
Nope.
That's disgusting.
Like, he loves blue cheese with his wings. I'm like, that's fucking sick.
Like
you
the
know what
buffalo
other
blue
cheese I don't
cheese.
really like is a beer cheese.
Me too.
It's too, like, bitter.
Yeah.
It's bitter.
It's not good.
No.
It's not good. I get
My
so
favorite's Gouda.
sad. I do love Gouda, though.
Me too. It actually
but it's
is my
like,
favorite.
they'll have the pretzel bites, and I get so pumped. And then it's
Yeah.
with
Beer
beer
cheese.
cheese. I'm like, get me
No,
some
ma'am.
regular cheese.
No, ma'am.
Get
Yeah.
out of here.
You're like fucking nacho cheese with it.
I know.
What do you think about mac and cheese bites?
I never had those.
Ever?
No, what is a mac and cheese?
Just
bite?
like a fried mac and cheese.
I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, those are good.
Like, they used to have them at the bowling alley next to the middle school.
Really?
They'd have mac and cheese bites and cheesy tots.
Oh.
Fucking loved it.
I love cheesy tots.
That's like
That's a whole other level.
proper pub grub, you know?
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of 90 Day Fiancé UK.
I can tell.
But their proper pub grub is
Stop saying that.
proper pub grub is what is it? Bangers and mash. Bangers and mash.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is like weird to me as a beer
not
food
good.
or beer food, bar food.
I don't like that, but I do, and this is unpopular opinion. I love breaded mushrooms.
Oh, I fucking love breaded
so
mushrooms.
good.
Have you had the breaded mushrooms from, oh my God, what's it called downtown? Dude, we should go one night.
We should,
just
because
have like
I
a
want it.
mom's out night.
I know, because
we don't have to
I
drink.
really
but-
want some breaded mushrooms.
Dude, they're fucking good because they
With
use morel
ranch,
mushrooms
too.
Yeah. Oh my God. And
I
they
love
also
ranch.
have like all that good like the little fried stuff, and you could just get like 2 or 3 things. Fucking delicious.
We should do that.
They have amazing ranch. And I love a place with some good ranch. For real though, it's so good.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah. I feel like I was gonna say something though. Oh, so you know how I've been watching a lot of UK.
Yeah.
It's on HBO, you guys. It's so much better than the American one.
Is it? I saw a couple
Dude,
of commercials. I'm like,
so fucking
do I
good.
even watch this? Do I even?
It's fucking crazy. So then me and Lucas were talking about it because it's like our guilty pleasure show to watch together lately.
Okay.
He's worked nights for the past 4 nights, and he won't let me watch it without him. So I'm like, but they like we kept talking in the accents, right? Because that's how we were.
Right.
Like we were just talking in the car, and I kept going, isn't it? Isn't it? Like, I love how they say that. But then I was talking about a client we had at work, and she's from Australia.
Oh, okay.
She always says cheers.
Oh.
Instead of thank you and stuff, like I'd give her change and say, have a good day. She's like, oh, cheers. You know, like, I can't say it well. But I was like, what if someone just, like, we can't say that. Because if we just said it in, like, our normal voice, it just would not have the same feel to it.
No.
Like, if I was at a checkout and they were like, all right, have a good day. And I was just like, cheers. It doesn't sound as good, does it?
No, I think you're on something.
Cheers.
I think you're on something.
Instead of cheers. Cheers. You know?
Yeah.
And that bums me out.
Maybe with a southern accent.
Cheers.
Yep.
You think that sounds good?
No, I could just see them doing it, though.
Oh.
I feel like the South is very, like, hospitality.
Yeah.
Warm vibes.
Yeah.
I feel
Cheers.
Like cheers.
Cheers, darling.
Yeah, that's what
that's
they have to
cute.
add a darling to
that's
it.
That's cute.
I see it.
Cheers, sugar. That's cute. That's cute. But no, we sound like this.
Cheers.
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 Fucking Midwestern. I was talking to somebody. I don't know what we were doing. I was at a store. No, it was when I was doing makeup. And I said something and I could hear myself. I was like, that was Midwestern as fuck. Like, I don't know if I said don't know or something like that. And I was like, whoa.
The ope.
Where'd that come from?
I say ope all the time.
Yeah, I say ope a lot. Ope.
Ope.
I don't know.
Sorry.
It's a problem. Okay, well, I'm going to tell you what I found online.
Yeah.
And this is, what did Jordan find online?
What is it this time?
So I was going to do two things.
Yes.
I'm going to save the other one since
that
was a good idea. You're right.
Thank you.
So I'm just going to give you an update about what we talked about last week, Carly Russell.
I've been wanting to know.
Did you see it anywhere?
No, I didn't.
She faked it.
Did I not see that she faked it?
Fucking faked it. She faked it. So she showed up at her mom's house, and then the cops did their investigation. Bitch, it was all fake. It was fake.
Why?
We don't know. Huh. I saw a really funny video, though, where it was like Carly Russell's ex-boyfriend shared her missing thing, so she got what she was. I mean, that's not true, but it made me laugh.
Yeah.
We don't know what it is. Her lawyer left out or gave a statement.
Yeah.
Saying, hold on, let me pull my article up. Just saying how sorry she was because it caused this like nationwide. I mean, nationwide, everybody was sharing this shit.
Yeah.
And it, it was like the girl who cried wolf. She was missing for 49 hours, and then she just turned up at her parents' house claiming she was abducted, and police were unable to corroborate her story. And on Monday, the police said, or they read out the statement by her lawyer, where she said she was never missing and asked for forgiveness. And I mean, like I said too, like there could be some mental stuff going on, and obviously there must be, like if you're trying like to get that much attention.
Well, yeah.
But it's like, think of how many other people are missing right now, and everybody gave their attention to that girl. Podcasts, like even podcasts were doing extra episodes to give updates about it.
Right.
Yeah, and it's just, I don't know, it's just sad. So I had to tell you guys that update. So sorry. I was hoping that I'd have this update of this wild tale and like she beat her abductor and like powerful woman and got back and she's safe. No, she faked the whole thing. She was probably eating Chinese food in a hotel room.
I wonder what her family thinks.
I don't know because her parents her parents aren't giving any statements. So people have tried to reach out to her parents and they're just saying they're not ready to talk right now.
I mean, I don't know if I would either.
And I just wonder like, did the family know she was going to fake it or were they blindsided? Because think about it. Remember I told you the sister-in-law had the phone call where she like screamed and it dropped?
Yeah.
Imagine how that would feel.
Right,
if she just showed up. Like, I would have been worried fucking
kidding.
sick.
Yeah.
That would have fucked me up. I'd probably cut ties forever.
Yeah, I would.
Mm-hmm.
Hannah, don't you dare.
Hannah! You would, wouldn't you? Just kidding. You fucking would! No,
yeah, like,
Jacob
really?
would be the one to do it.
Oh, yeah.
And he'd be like, when he came back, he'd be like, got ya.
Yeah.
It
would be Jacob. Let's be honest.
It would be Jacob out of all of them.
That's sad. Like,
influencers were posting it. Like, everybody was posting it. And
well, like you even said, there's people that are missing.
Literally.
And we put a pause.
I'm sure people who went missing that same day, I'm sure there were tons.
Well, yeah. Mm-hmm. And we put all on
She got all this attention.
Right, because she had a very...
Was the girl who cried
convincing kidnap and
interesting.
everything.
I mean, it was just like twisted and like what happened, such a mystery, you know, and people, of course, you know, even I, like the story, I was like, oh my God, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Because it was fake.
That's sick. That's sad.
It is. So,
wow.
One depressing thing. This is called When I Ran Into the Glimmer Man.
Ooh.
Glimmer Man. Have you ever heard of a glimmer man?
No.
Me neither.
What is that? Are you going to tell me?
No, I'll read it first. Okay, so it was September of 2002. I was living in my camper truck at the top of the McNair Creek Valley near Port Mellon, British Columbia. Canadian. One foggy morning, I climbed up into the old growth and wandered around eating blueberries and listening. I had my sturdy hiking stick, but was not even carrying any bear spray. Wow.
What if he's like, I had a weak walking stick, but...
My walking stick was a little weak that day. After a few hours, I headed back to my camp. I had to walk down a steep... It says scree field. But I don't know what that means, so I'm just going to say a steep field, at the base of which was my front bumper. Carefully, step by step, I descended the wobbly boulders on my wobbly ankle.
Did you read this?
Yeah, but I skimmed over that part. I can just imagine like someone's ankles being like, me.
I was going to say.
Oh. Okay. I stepped off the last boulder onto a flat old road surface just in front of my truck. When I raised my eyes, I saw that some scraggly bushes 6 feet away were shaking and vibrating. I thought, this made me laugh. I thought, there must be some squirrels fighting in there.
That was my first thought, too.
Always. Anything going on, it's squirrels fighting. Okay. That is the only thing that could make this...
Oh, my God.
Sorry. I don't know why I'm so giggly today. I'm sorry.
It's that kind of cheese and mustard.
It really was. That is the only thing that could make bushes vibrate like that. I love reading these stories. I stepped forward and poked my stick into the branches to separate them. Suddenly, the shaking area grew to a larger area, 3 feet in diameter. Then, this area of violently vibrating bushes moved away from me and accelerated up the steep slope. And this made me laugh because, like, I just thought of the whole bush, like the shaking bush just got up and started going up the mountain. And just the thought of it made me laugh. Just like, I don't know.
Little squirrels again.
Speaking of that movement, have you seen the new Little Mermaid movie?
Yeah. Well, I haven't watched it.
Why does she go on the boulder like that? You know? Great movie. Great movie, but she literally, I saw the TikToks and then I saw the actual movie and I was like, they're overplaying that. No, that's it. She goes, like, it's like, what the hell? Oh, my thing's unfocused. Find my face. There we go. Okay. All right. Out of curiosity, I tried to follow it. Never follow something like that. No. Looking into the hole it was making in the vegetation. So it was like, just like almost like a void, but like, and it would like mimic whatever was like behind it.
Yeah. Moving.
Okay. There was nothing in the hole. The running hole in the forest displaced the vegetation in the shape of a tall, hefty creature. Hefty. It went up that steep slope as fast as the fastest running man you could ever see. It disappeared from my sight over the top of the slope. Wow, I thought. An invisible Sasquatch, and I had to have been 2 feet from it.
I can't.
Me. Is that not me, though? It is. Unironically me. Okay, I'm hot.
I could picture a Facebook Messenger voice thing from saying that.
And it's a voice, and it was like, wow. An invisible Sasquatch? And I'd only been 2 feet from it. I must have poked it in the shin with my stick. It was afraid of me. I write this for other people who have experienced the predator, the Glimmer Man. That's what we call it. From the many accounts I have read, this thing is something different from a Sasquatch. From reading many accounts, in my opinion, it's an alien with a cloaking and anti-gravity technology. It watches people and it likes to run through the forest.
Okay.
It's getting its exercise.
That's what they call a Sasquatch in a way. It's a type of Sasquatch.
But it's different.
Right. Because
it's a glimmer man. I think it's better to think it's like an alien or something. Because, like, there's not just an invisible Sasquatch. Get real. There's only regular ones.
That'd be a funny tattoo. The invisible Sasquatch.
Oh my God, I should get it in the white ink or whatever. Or like whatever the ink is where it only shows up in the blue light.
Right.
Yeah.
Invisible Sasquatch.
Yeah. I need to get my Sasquatch tattoo soon.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Was that your first one?
Yeah.
That
was it.
So mine is, there's some interview parts to it.
Okay.
But it's actually a news article.
Okay.
So, one Michigan truck driver traveling through the Manistee National Forest 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. Wait, I don't know when this was made. Oh, wait, no. It was updated 2022.
Oh, okay, good.
I was like 5 years ago, but when?
6 years ago.
Had an experience with a creature at the heart of one of the state's most popular urban legends, cryptid. Ooh. The Michigan Dogman. Oh. And it changed his life forever.
Oh.
As I imagine it would.
That's intense.
Trucker Joe Barger, 59. I think he's from Michigan, but I think he should have a southern accent.
Joe Barger.
Recently recounted his story to the host of the YouTube channel What Lurks Beneath, which tells stories about the mysterious and supernatural.
That sounds like a fun YouTube channel.
Yeah, you probably would
Shout
like
out.
it.
Yeah.
The video featured Joe's interview, and it was posted there. So you can watch it if you'd like to.
Ooh.
This is what he said. Even if you don't believe what I'm saying is truthful, it might be something you can draw on in the future in case you ever do have an experience with the Dogman, which is an advantage I never had. And then he just explains the video or whatever. So there is a video, you can watch it. Joe Barger was transporting a 43,000-pound load of paper from a mill in northern Michigan through the forest on his typical route when he encountered the Dogman on an evening in June. Ew. He said he never heard of the cryptid before the incident, which took place within 15 to 20 seconds at most.
What if it's just like a bald, ugly dog?
It's like a chihuahua.
Ew.
A naked one.
Oh.
Dogman!
That's a little dog man. It's a baby one.
This part cracks me up.
Okay.
Just because I don't know why it needed to be said. Mm-hmm. I swear as a Christian on a Bible that this is 100% factual truth.
I believe that. Cheers, sugar.
I just don't know why.
That makes me believe that so much more.
Made me think so.
Oh, yeah.
Like a southern comparison there. So leading up to the encounter, he was driving, he had an air leak, and wanting to fix it before he got too far into the forest, he stopped to look at it. He found the air leak by the back brake chamber on the trailer. With the materials to fix it, Joe positioned himself underneath the trailer and began to get a bad feeling. Oh. I get those when I have to poop.
I'm getting one right now as my face is getting red. I had a bad feeling when I was about to bite that hot dog.
I was hearing a vocalization that wasn't natural.
Oh, ladle.
It wasn't a sound I have ever heard before.
Ladle.
Okay. I was looking around and I saw some shadowing in the wood line, but there was plenty of light to see. It was nowhere near getting dark yet. Oh. I was in bear country. So I perceived the shadowing to be a black bear at the time. I always forget Michigan. We really do have a lot of black bear.
I was thinking, do we though?
We do. I forget all the time. Well, so we're so south of Michigan.
Yeah.
We got cows. We got coyotes. We got a lot of those.
Beavers.
We got woodchucks.
Woodchucks?
So when he realized he could be near a black bear, Joe got back into the truck and checked out the air, which was good to go. Mm-hmm. It held and took me not even 5 minutes to fix.
Good on you, Joe.
The woods continued to give Joe a bad feeling, but he thought everything was normal until he started driving again. He checked his driver's side mirror for any traffic on the 2-lane road at the bottom of the hill. There was no traffic. I repeat, there was no traffic. As he started going up the hill and looked in his right side mirror, he saw it was darker than it should be.
What?
There was a wolf head the size of my window, and the windows were down.
Oh!
He was trotting along next to me.
You better work! Come on, girl! Work it, girl!
And he was going about 20, 25 miles per hour at that point.
It's just casually strolling at that fast.
Yeah. And he was...
I just imagine, like, the feet going really fast, but the upper body casual. Like a Scooby-Doo kind of thing.
And he was stooping down on 2 legs, looking down inside of my cabin. I'm at 9 feet tall in my seat. His hands were coming up, scratching my windowsill on the door handle. I could hear his claws.
I could just see, like I'd imagine him be like...
He says, time slowed down. I thought I was in, like, an alternative reality or something. Because a creature like this doesn't exist in reality.
All I can think, I'm sorry, is from I Think You Should Leave.
Oh.
The new season where he goes, for about 50 seconds, I thought there were monsters with us here on Earth. We really know very little.
It'll be awesome. So he's heard of Bigfoot. So he's like something he talked about, but this is a whole different thing altogether.
Okay.
It has a lot of sharp teeth, and the teeth on this thing were like brilliant white.
Oh.
3-inch long fangs.
I wonder what products he uses.
I know. Hit me up. Fangs bottom and top. Ooh. Pure black pointed ears. It had yellow eyes. Jaundice.
I think he's got liver issues. Oh, my goodness.
With human-like hands, probably 14 inches across.
Ew.
It was at least 10 feet tall from how it was stooping into my cabin. His yellow eyes were darting all over the place and looking at me.
I just fucking can't.
I know.
The picture in my head is just
it's
so...
not... Like, he's driving, and this... He's like...
Can I get a ride?
He was sneering. He wasn't making any noises vocally. But the looks he was giving me and the intelligence in his eyes were telling me, I'm here to get you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like you know how a dog, like, when they're growling, like, they're about to growl, and they kind of, like, lift up, they're like...
Oh! That's not what I pictured.
That's what I imagined.
My dog smiles like this.
Well, like, when they're about
Evie
to
goes like this.
Well, your dogs are just happy then.
They are. Well, ish.
This got me. He thought about trying to roll up the window, but he decided to focus on keeping the truck on the road.
You could do both at the same time.
I don't know.
I do it all the time. My kids always be rolling down the window, and I gotta roll it back up.
That's when he remembered he had his handgun.
Oh, good.
So,
that's important.
He strapped to his waist and took 2 shots at the creature. He instantly went down.
Don't you think that would be more work than rolling up the window? Because you gotta, like, aim and, like, yeah.
Michigan. I was looking at him as he was sliding into the weeds. I was almost at point blank range, so I'm pretty sure I got him through the eye.
Oh!
His head was huge.
That's
Everything
mean.
on this animal was black except his teeth and his eyes. I wasn't really panicked, but it was the scariest I've ever been in my life. So he assumed the creature to be dead. He wanted to turn around and check and make sure he didn't lose his mind. Mm-hmm. And then he found a spot large enough to turn his truck around. And then as he was coming back down the hill at most like 5 minutes after shooting it, mm-hmm. It was gone. In his place was a Jeep and 2 people. Mm-hmm. He said he was concerned about people being somewhere potentially dangerous, so he stopped to talk to them. They gave me a story that they were watching a few bears fighting each other. I was worried about them being outside with what had just happened, but I didn't want to let them know what I had just done, so I left.
Oh.
So.
I think his name's Joe, right?
Yeah.
Joe sounds like a liar.
Liar, liar, pencil.
I'm just like,
from
that
telephone wire.
I mean, my other one was, the other guy seemed kind of like a liar, too.
Yeah, I don't really know.
I don't know. I just on the Bible, and then I got my handgun, and I,
Well, I would have probably just rolled up.
I was scared, but I wasn't panicked. Like, okay.
I just can't get over that it was trotting
next
to him.
I feel like that's mean. I feel like he just wanted a friend.
Yeah.
You
shot him.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you one more story.
Okay.
And this is from Reddit user commercial_u9068.
Wow.
And this is called "The Folk Monster Was Kind to My Father in 1949." Okay.
Cute.
So I'm not going to read the whole intro to this, but this user is saying that his father is a couple of months from turning 80 and has severe dementia. He had a rough life and trigger warning for abuse. Okay. So the folk monster has a long history of sightings, and if you can do, he goes into saying you can do some research and you'll find a lot. But the sightings began before the term Bigfoot was really coined and recognized. Since his father's story occurred in 1949 to 1950, it may be one of the earliest accounts of the folk monster ever, maybe even the first. Okay, so I'm confusing myself, so I'm gonna read it from that person's point of view, because I keep saying his father and he's saying my father, and it's making my brain hurt. So
I get it. Yeah.
Okay. So my father is a quiet, humble, honest man, not an attention seeker, and a man of few words. If this is a tall tale, it's the only one he's ever told. If he's ever lied at all, I can't recall it. I remember a bit of a debate between him and my mother before even allowing this story to be told to us, just due to it being unexplainable and frightening. My father also lived a horrible childhood that is part of the story, including physical and sexual abuse, starving, and never owning a pair of underwear or toothbrush until he was 13, ran away and started patching tires to buy those things for himself, which is so sad. Aww. Once, when the kids complained they were starving, their father fried a bar of soap and forced them all to take a bite while laughing. Their father, I do not call him grandfather because I never knew him, thank you, Dad, once killed a migrant farm worker in front of the family and forced the kids to clean the blood out of his car after dumping the body in the Red River. His father, in a drunken rage, once made the kids get out of the car and run in front of it at night, saying he would run them over if any of them stopped. Wow. And he would have. My father never returned home after the age of 13 and made a good life for himself and our family. We owe him a lot for completely breaking the cycle of abuse. He was a good, moral man. Just a month ago, ridden with dementia, he told me it still makes him cry to this day what his father put him through.
That's so sad.
So fucking sad. During the worst of the worst, the family became aware of something in the woods near their house. Dogs going wild, weird bumps in the night, just eerie things, but eerie enough to make his mother occasionally sit at the window at night with a shotgun. Once, their bloodhound reared up in the window, and she mistakenly shot him, believing that whatever was in the woods had finally come up to the house. During this time, my father was about 6 or 7 years old and sharing a bed with his older siblings. They began having night visits of something none of them could explain. Keep in mind, Bigfoot was not a term yet, and the folk monster sightings were only documented many, many years after this. This is how my father describes it, and I won't jazz it up. They would hear the screen door to the house open, no AC, all windows open, and doors open with just the screens. Heavy, heavy footsteps would be coming down the hall. The kids, frightened and knowing their parents were asleep, would pull the sheet over their heads and would only peek out. When my dad peeked out, he saw a huge hulking figure, taller than his father and taller than any man he had ever seen. Oops, sorry. I lost my place. Okay, just standing at the bedside. Then my father felt a huge hand, so big that the palm covered his entire chest, with fingers extending over the side, patting him gently over the sheet. After patting him a couple of times, the hand slid over and patted his sister and then the brother in the same way. As the hand moved over to his sister and brother, he described hair as long as women's hair dragging across him, dangling from the arm. The heavy footsteps would then retreat, backing out of the house. But I think that's kind of sweet. Yeah. Like, it was just like, This repeated multiple nights throughout one summer before my terrible grandfather moved the family to New Mexico. That's where the encounter ends. My dad ran away at 13 from New Mexico, hitchhiked to East Texas, and married my mom at 15. When they were married in their 20s, stories of the folk monster began to circulate in newspapers, and my mom and dad were shocked. Although I can't name the specific farm property without potentially outing my family's identity, the family that lived on the property after they moved to New Mexico reported that the folk monster had come onto their porch and ripped the screen door off. Make of that what you will. My father never wanted his story to be told, never contacted the papers, never told anyone outside of a few trusted family members. He doesn't want to be called crazy, and also he doesn't want his stories of abuse that coincide with the encounter to be widely known. Once we begged my aunt to talk about it, and Once he begged him... Why can't I read? Once we begged him to ask my aunt about it, and he did. Her reaction was strange to say the least. She instantly turned bright red, huffed and puffed, and said, I don't think we should talk about that ever again. Oh. He didn't push it, and it was never mentioned to her or by her again. I can't ask my dad's brother about it because he turned out to be an abuser to his own children exactly like his father. Oh. I have never met him and never will. Thank you again, Dad, for protecting us from the things that you went through. Oh. And then he goes on to ask the Reddit users what they think, if they think that this Bigfoot was nice to the dad and the siblings because they knew that he was going through horrible things.
That is just, honestly, it's so wholesome.
I know.
That's cute.
I wish that the Bigfoot would have came and ripped the dad's throat out.
I mean, that would probably be better, right?
Probably. But I don't know. I thought that was so sweet.
That is cute. I like that. I know. That's a nice note to end on,
too. That is. My camera's about to die, too.
Oh.
So we had good timing today.
We did.
I hope you guys liked this episode.
Yeah.
And go try a hot dog with cottage cheese and mustard.
If you want.
Maybe.
Is that your lunch for today?
Fuck no. I'm going to go have some eggs and cottage cheese, though.
Oh, okay. That sounds good.
Delicious.
That sounds good.
Okay.
Next week we have true crime.
Oh, I'm excited. Mm-hmm. I already have something in mind.
All right.
Well, goodbye.
Bye.
See you later.